All right, so we're gonna do a pinball game, one of the arcade classics. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this right here is gonna be the example. See how the ball is gonna start from up there and drop. I wasn't able to figure out how to spring it up on the right side, and I haven't figured that part out yet. But I'm gonna have it start from up there. You got all these bumpers and stuff. It's a force type of theme. Let me hit play. It got sound effects and everything too. Let me turn it up. See, the ball's falling, and I use my arrow keys to move the things on the side. You see, I got the score, and I have a couple nice little animations with the lightning. If it hits the cloud, takes a second to fall, gives you some points. But it's a pretty interesting game to make on console. It's a very fun game, in my opinion, to do on console. And show you the lightning again. See how the points are going up? It's the lightning again. All right. I'm gonna stop the game though. You can see my points are going up, and you see I hit the ball like that. But let me stop it. Let me stop it. Cause now we're gonna build this game together. So let me be in your perspective. We're gonna go to construct. We're gonna go to launch, and we're gonna do part one. This is just part one, and we'll have a part two. So this is all gonna be about putting the objects in and putting the behaviors in. Then we'll get to the coding on part two. We could put pinball practice, and just leave everything the same for right now, and we'll change it here. So first, let's do the size. It's going to be 1500 by 2000. So usually on the first one, you can change the viewport size. We're going to do 1500 by 2000. X, where's the 1500 by 2000? So let's get that changed, and then you want to go to layout one. Layout one should have the size too, 1500 by 2000. So the viewport size and the overall size, put 1500 by 2000. Okay. So now we should have the size okay. I like to zoom out and see the whole thing. Okay, so this is the whole board we're working. If you want to make it bigger or smaller, that's fine, but it seems to be a great size, in my opinion, for pinball. So let's just put all the objects in. First, we can just start with, so we don't forget object types, add new object types, put keyboard because we're gonna use the keyboard. Got that in there. Let's add sprites now. So you should have in Blackboard all the downloaded assets I gave you. You can always change those assets at the end. We can start with the pinball. I guess pinball is super easy. We can name it that, just a circle. I mean, that's all we're doing here. You don't have to do anything fancy with this. You can put any color you want. Make sure you probably want to start it in the middle, right? Put it here. And just make a circle like that. That should be pretty good, I think. And crop it, and we can put. I like putting this right there in the center. Definitely we want to change with this the collision points. You want to make it as very realistic as possible. So you double click to add another image point. So I double left click to add, double left click. And that gives it a good realistic circular feel. All right, so that should be pretty good. I got my pinball. You can, you can make it, definitely make it, size it up to your liking. You might have to adjust that later on. Let's give it a behavior. The pinball should have physics, I believe. So go to add behavior, physics. Okay, got that. And for physics, You know, this you're gonna have to play around with density. You can leave it at 1, friction 1. I mean, I would just leave it the the settings for right now, and if we need to adjust it, we can adjust it. So we got that. I think it needs to be a little smaller. So we'll start with that. What else? Let's add. I'm doing a video. I thought, hold on, hold on. Let's put walls. Sorry, my dad was talking to me. Put walls for the spray. Um, and for walls, you know, just like we've kind of been doing in other games, you just kind of just fill it in, just fill it in. And yeah, that's fine. Leave it like that. And we can stretch it out. This is also, it will have physics, and we're gonna put immovable. So you could put it like that. I hit control and I move it over. You know, because pinball games always got walls. You don't want the pinball to fly out the screen. That wouldn't make no sense. So, you know, stretch it out to your liking. All right, I control, do another one. I always like to spin it around that and go quick. And then, you know, size it up to a good size. That should be about pretty good. Right, so we got the wall set up. Again, put behaviors. We're gonna put physics. And for the properties, let's make it immovable. And you can, again, leave all these. We'll see how it works with the game. You know, we won't know till we actually start playing the game if we gotta adjust those. Still got some more objects in certain new object type, sprite, and we gotta put, um, we can put, what's that? The anchor left and anchor right. Okay, these are really important. Anchor left, insert. You see where, so you gotta find the image I gave you. I have more pictures, so give me a second. I think it's where anchor left. Where is anchor left? I'll put it somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't need, that's not in the images. You just need to you just gotta fill it in. My fault, my fault. Forgot about that. This is not in your downloaded stuff. It's gonna be invisible, so it don't matter. Anchor left and anchor right. So we can really, you can just control and make another one. Because that's where the hitters are gonna be. All right, all right. So you can put it there, you can shrink it down a little bit. They're gonna be invisible, so don't freak out about that. Okay, so we got that. So really, I would just rename it. It's not anchor left, it's just anchors. Because they're for left and right. And it just doesn't even matter if they're exactly the same size. At least it didn't seem to matter. All right, so let's add more objects. Insert new object. Um, paddle left, paddle right. So these are in the downloaded images, right? Paddle left, we're gonna put. Insert. And we can put that, you know, you can click on the left side. Now, I'm gonna look in my images. Paddle left. I should be in alphabetical order for me. Paddle left cropped. Paddle left crop. Yeah, that one, that one. And everything should be good because it should have saved. Image point there, and all right, let me just fix that. Just check your collision points. I thought it would be perfect with my download, but you know, it might reset a little bit. So just check that, make sure it looks really kind of accurate with your paddle, so it hits realistically. So we got that, and what's gonna happen is this is gonna be here. This is gonna be connecting to that. And you might have to adjust sizes. We'll see. But put it like something like that. The box will be invisible. So now we need a paddle right. Okay, so we can't just clone that because it'll be facing the wrong way. So we gotta make another whole sprite for it. Can't be lazy. Paddle right. Insert. You're gonna click there and find your paddle right. It's gotta be somewhere. And this should be it right there. Facing that way. Check the image points. See, mine was kind of out of whack a little bit. So, you know, something like that. And it should be pretty realistic with the hits. Make sure the image point should be somewhere in there. All right, all right. That looks pretty good. If you want to change the color, do different artwork, go ahead. But, you know, I think it looks all right. And connect it right there. Good. So let's keep going. Let's insert more objects. We got to insert now. The roller left and roller right. This is really important too for the pinball, because all the pinball games always have that where it rolls down into the hitter things. Roller left, we're gonna call it. I can't think of a better name. So hit that. Find your roller left image that I gave you. It should be cropped. Roller left image. Check the collision points. Again, you know, I don't know why it didn't save, but all right. But either way, it's not that much work. Just adjust the image points again. If you don't adjust the image points, it's not going to run as smooth. So these are always very important to do. The image points is super important. So dog is trying to get into something as always. So let's put this right there. And so everything look good then. So we have that. And you know what I forgot to do is add behaviors to the other things. So I don't know, this can maybe be here, you know, you can definitely put that there if you want, and it'll roll right onto it. But let's let's just add the second object, and then we're gonna add behaviors to what we put on. I forgot to do that. Sprite, and we got paddle right. Not paddle. I'm sorry. I called it, what did I call it? Roller right. Roller right. Okay. Insert. We're gonna put that there, and roller right. There it is. Let's check everything. So, you know, this, the image point I will put there for like somewhere like right there. That got to get fixed up. Just make sure everything is looking even. So it's realistic. Want it as realistic as possible. Keep saying that. It's gonna go right there. All right, so we got that. Close that. So this should be somewhere like right there. You know, adjust it to your liking. Again, change the color. Do whatever you got to do to, you know, for the artwork to please you. So something like that. I don't want to take too long with that part. So something like that. This is, to me, a little uneven. You know, I might change the color up. That's fine, but we'll leave it as that. So let's put physics, paddle left. We're gonna have to put behaviors. I know, let me just see what I put. Paddle left, right. So definitely physics, yeah. Physics. Now, for paddle left, we put some certain ones. You would think we put immovable, but it's not because the event sheet's gonna mess with it not moving. So leave it as movable. And let's put density 1. Okay, that's good. Friction 0.5 is good. Okay, linear damping. This is, I think, important. Linear damping, put 3. Angular damping, put 3. And that's it for that one. Now we're gonna need to put behaviors on this one, on the right one. So add behavior. I'll do it from here because I can't see. Roller right. Add behaviors. Physics. It's gonna be the same exact thing now. Physics, I spelled it wrong. Physics. And we can go to properties. Physics. We need to put same thing. Linear damping 3. Angular damping 3. And everything we can leave the same for that. All right, what else? We need to, let's just add a couple more objects. Object type. We're gonna wanna put text because we're gonna have a score. We will have score in this one. I will show you how to do it. And that's really simple. Score. And I'll put it right there. And no, you could put it anywhere you want, but I'm gonna put 0 for it. And we can, you can definitely change the size. You can always adjust it more and more later on, whatever you want. I'll put 0 and, usually put bold, but I think centering is always important to do. Cool. So we got a little score right there. Object types, we're gonna have sound effects. So add new object text, audio. And we're gonna have a couple sprites. I want to show you the lightning effect. So you have to have this in lightning because I want you to learn some new ways of coding using different animations. I'm sorry, you gotta put sprite, not lightning. We can name it lightning. All right, and we can just put that there, load it up. I should have the lightning saved for you. And lightning 1 crop. All right, so animations, not animations, this thing, double click for a new collision point, should have it like that. And this part should be right there in the middle. Now we got one, but we want to do another one. So create another animation by right clicking up there, add an animation. So we got animation 1, animation 2. So all we gotta do is load up the other one I gave you. And let me see where I had it. Thought I saved the animation 2, but that's fine. Oh, here it is. That's one of them. And I'm gonna duplicate it. Okay, so this we can make yellow. So we're just having another animation for it. And it's bigger size. It's gonna look a little different. So I'm just trying to get like a decent color. Boom. It don't matter. You can play around with colors and it'll be cool. So we got that and that. So that's for animation 2. So animation 1. What's up with animation 1? Okay, there it is. Animation 1, animation 2. All right, perfect. So double check your everything. Collision points is good. So for animation 2, we gotta adjust the collision points also, of course. Just adjust the collision points. I double click again, double click to create a new image point. It's a lot of work, man. And that can go right there. So we have that. And of course, you gotta do it for animation 2 also. I mean, for the other one, the next duplicate of it. So adjusting all the image points. Okay. Got that. We're almost done with part 1 of the video. And just check the image point. Boom. All right, that should be pretty cool. So now we got the lightning with 2 animations. You can put them anywhere you really want to. Wherever you want the effect to happen. I don't care. I made mine a forest theme, so this one's gonna just be a different theme. And I just smaller the size. And let's just add a couple more things. So we don't need no behaviors for that. That's a good thing. And we can just put sprite. Let's just add a few more little things. This will be the deflectors. Okay, insert. And you can just do circles for this one. I mean, we're just keeping it simple. I want you to add more things, of course, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So we'll just do a circle. No, I don't like that. You can erase that. Start it from the middle. Okay. And just keep it simple. Boom. And of course, if it's like this, you want to make sure the image points are good. That. And close that. So that will be like a deflector. You know, if you want to do any other decorations too, just, you know, to really kind of make it stand out, just do it like another circle in it or something, or whatever you want. Just to give it a little something, something. And then we can just place these anywhere. So when you hit these, it's gonna be bouncing around. You know, this kind of gives it that fun pinball feel. So every time it hits it, it's gonna spring off and fall and, you know, do some cool things. You can put them anywhere you want. And you could put different type of deflectors. Deflector 1, deflector 2. You know, you want to fill up your screen, but I'm just keeping it simple. For the deflectors, we're going to, of course, add behaviors. Edit behaviors. And we got to put physics. Add. And for deflect, let me see if I put anything like definitely immovable. That's the most important. Immovable. And you can put 0.5 friction. That's good. Elasticity. You know, that's an important one. That's going to be how much it kind of bounces off everything. You can try 1, but you might have to lower it or increase it. Just depends. So I will just leave it like that. So for right now, if you hit play, you know, the ball falls. This should be falling, I think. And that should be. So make sure we got the behaviors on correctly. Because I don't know why this didn't fall. So make sure we have behaviors for everything. This should have physics. And I don't think I put it. See, I forgot to put physics on that one. So could we double check? And that should be the same thing. Linear damping 3, angular damping 3. All right, so they both should be falling now. Okay, and then this needs to fall for right now. Everything will fix up in the event sheet. Just trust me. Behavior, physics, and this should be almost the end of part 1. I just got to make sure physics, and that would be. So those what do I call those? Not anchors. Roller left, roller right. Oh, they need to be immovable. So roller left is immovable. Roller right is immovable. So make sure when you click that, make it immovable. Boom. Now, let's see. Only these things should be falling and the ball. Perfect. Perfect. So we have everything set up for the event sheet. So next video is all about the event sheet. Good job, everyone. Let's stop it there and get ready for part 2.